in the Imalaza controller on Supercar Street Racing. Guys, we're so happy to have you back on Supercar Street Racing today, and we have a new sponsor in Imalaza. They have gone ahead and sent us their smart irrigation controller, which is sitting so fresh next to me on my right here, and we're gonna get that installed and remove the old Y sprinkler controller that we're not exactly super happy with. We're gonna do all that on the channel today and show you guys this thing, and let's get started now. The first thing we need to do in the step on this process is to go ahead and unbox. Let's go ahead and go inside the Supercar Street Racing kitchen and get this brand new Imalaza smart irrigation controller unboxed. All right, we are right here in front of the Imalaza ET Master Smart Sprinkler Controller this morning on Supercar Street Racing, and our first effort of the day is going to be getting this Imalaza ET Master directly out of the box and unboxing it. But first, we're gonna take a look at the front and see what is actually on the box itself. You can see right here, it does say it has real-time evapotranspiration master technology, and it is the pioneer of intelligent watering decision model. The smart and simple way to water your yard. It's for hassle-free watering and a healthy lawn. You can see right there. And then down below that, it works with existing weather stations. It is synchronized 24/7, 365 a year with these weather stations. And it does say it has a ultra-stable network connection. We'll see if that is the case. And over-the-air technology gives you nice updates to keep your device fresh and updated with the latest software. Now down at the bottom, it does say, see this on almost everything now, that it only is compatible with 2.4 gigahertz networks, and these days, even if your network has more than 2.4, like if you have 5 or whatever, you can still use the 2.4 portion of your network for devices like this, and most smart home devices also require the 2.4 gigahertz networks. Now on the side of the box, it just does say Imalaza. It has their logo on the side. And on the top, it just says real-time intelligent ET Master, water smarter, not harder, which is kind of a tongue twister. Now back on the back of the box, it has some of the technologies there. Imalaza Watering Duration Expert. It lets you set up your parameters for your garden's different areas, such as your plant types and your sprinkler type. The Watering Duration Expert automatically generates scientifically precise watering durations that meets different plant needs in different seasons. So we'll see how that works with the different types of plants that we have. Now it has a Weather Genius feature. Now what that means is it does sample weather from your area and then adjust the watering based on that. And then the ET Master continuously monitors the natural evaporation of water and the amount of water consumed by plant transpiration in your garden based on latitude and longitude. So it does know your location and kind of can figure out apparently what your needs are for your specific area for watering. And on the side of the box here, it indicates that it is compatible with rain sensors, and I think it said that it was compatible with the closed type of sensor, master valve, well pump or start delay, minimize water hammer, and then optimal weather station and a water usage report from the Imalaza Smart Sprinkler Controller, which decided to go back up against the wall right there on its own. Okay, now that we've taken a really good look at the outside of the box of the Imalaza, we're gonna go ahead and unbox it now. And that simply just means opening the lid here and checking out what is inside of the box. And it looks like on top, we have the actual sprinkler controller chilling right here, looking so fly, with this cool Imalaza design on it, which is kind of like mimicking the logo here on the front of the box. And I think this thing probably just comes straight out of the box. So it separates into two pieces here. here. That's probably for easier installation. And apparently here is the connectors on the Imalaza, and they are clearly labeled on the top here, as you can see. And then it has some buttons here. It looks like a play, almost like a play button, play pause, and fast forward and rewind buttons. Pretty interesting there. And on the back of the box, it just says Imalaza again, smart sprinkler controller, and a place to hang it up right here. And on the front of the box, I do see a reset button right there and a barcode of some kind here, a QR code at the top, and all the connectors right there at the bottom, which you will need a small screwdriver to access. Underneath that, there is an instruction booklet here, and it does show you the wiring diagram. Looks like M is the master valve pump, 1 through 8 are your zones, S1 and S2 are rain sensors, and then your common connector is the common for all of the zone common for your zone valves. Now they give you cool little wire labels here. I already have some on my Wise sprinkler controller, but I have not figured out the wiring yet on that. We will do that out in the garage momentarily. Don't return. It says if you have questions, go ahead and scan that QR code there, and another one of the same thing. And then here's the manual for the Imalaza, and I have not opened that yet, but we will take a look at that next. And there should be a power adapter at the bottom. There is, and some anchors to put into the wall if you need those. We are going on a pegboard. We will be able to screw it directly into the pegboard. Now, a brief look at the manual here. It shows you what you'll need to actually install the controller. You're gonna need a screwdriver, possibly a hammer, a drill, and a drill bit, and then of course you need the transformer. It says to test your old controller that it is working properly before you change this out. It wants you to take a picture of your wiring. That's pretty smart because you may need that in the future. And then it says to remove your old controller, but it says make sure you turn off the power first. And then it has some instructions here for installing your new controller, and it does say using your previous photo to go ahead and wire your new controller up. Now it says right here if you want to wire up a rain sensor, it does work with a closed rain sensor, a normally closed rain sensor, and it shows you how to go ahead and wire that on the next page. And there is such a thing as a wireless rain sensor. Shows you how to wire it up if you do have a pump. I don't have one anymore. How to download the app and add the new controller to it, and the ways to do it in iOS. And Android comes up next in the list here. And then there is a Wi-Fi indicator here and some instructional videos you can go ahead and scan the QR code and get to. And some network troubleshooting if you do have problems, and then a FAQ on the last few pages. And that is pretty much everything that's inside of the box. Now we need to get outside to the garage and go ahead and take a look at what we currently have out in the garage. Now that we've unboxed the Imalaza Smart Irrigation Controller, there's a next step that needs to be done. We need to get this Wise sprinkler controller off the wall. We did that earlier today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the process of removing the Wise controller right now. All right, we are out here in the SCSR garage, the ultimate compound garage, and we are looking at our sprinkler controller here. We have the Wise sprinkler controller sitting there that has been doing its job for a long time, but to be honest with you, it doesn't do a great job of watering, especially when you have it on a rain program. It does sometimes not water for a very long time. And so today we are going to be removing this and putting in a new Imalaza sprinkler controller where we are hopefully going to improve our watering experience. Now it's a little bit tricky to put this in because there is a wire that has to run down through the bottom here and out of the... Now this is the Wise sprinkler controller. You can see right here it just connects to the wall just by this little, it just has a little clip that it goes into like that. The back of the sprinkler controller is right there. You can see the wiring is labeled. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of that before I disconnect it so I can get it redone if I have to. Okay, looking at the back of the Wise sprinkler controller, there is a 3, a 2, a yellow, and a white, and there is maybe a little bit of slack, that much slack. So that's all we have to work with right there. Let's go ahead and get a good picture of this while we can. Okay, we went ahead and took a look at the back, and this is very clear now. Very, very easy to understand. The white wire is the common wire right here. You see a C on there. The yellow wire is zone 1, the blue wire is zone 2, and the green wire is zone 3, and that is specifically labeled on these tiny little labels right here. Now there is not much slack here, so I can't pull this out very far. I don't know if this is compatible with the new sprinkler, so let's go ahead and compare power. If it's compatible, we will reuse the power. Okay, the current power adapter is 24 volts AC out. And I think that that is exactly what the controller uses, 24 volts AC. Let's go ahead and see if it is labeled as such. Output 24 volts AC, 1000 milliamp hours. I don't think it'll be a problem. We can go ahead and try it though ahead of time by taking our controller out and plugging it in and seeing if it does boot. All right, and it is firing up, no problem. And it does have some lights on in front of it. So this current power situation looks like it is going to work. So let's go ahead and disconnect the existing wiring and go ahead and rewire it. And you can see here, this is much easier than they give you for the new controller. The new controller has screws. This just has a little thing that you press down and the wire pops right out of the thing. So green was zone 3, that fell off. Go ahead and rewire, relabel zone 3. Blue is zone 2. There's zone 3, labeled. Zone 2 is blue. So I don't have a master valve apparently, because there's not enough wires for that. And yellow is zone 1. Make sure that when you put these on, you pinch onto the wire or they just fall off like these other ones did. And then this is the common. So we'll take the C on the common, just like that. My labels are wired. That is power there. We're gonna need our drill now. Take the Y's out, which it actually broke. You can see here it's broken. Gonna have to break out the black paint to patch up the wall here. Now let's see how we are going to mount our new unit. Well, look at that. It covers up the existing almost. I'm gonna do it just like that actually. And look, it also has a place here for you to just run a screw straight through. You don't have to hang it. So this will be easy. And then I'll be able to just come straight up with my wires right to here. This is gonna work out really good. Go ahead and run the screw in right there. The wiring is just gonna go just like that. Common 1, 2, and 3 right over there. Now wiring. So the power will go there. We'll need our tiny screwdriver for this. I'm gonna go grab it. All right, we did get the Imalaza controller up on the wall. Now the next step in the process is to go ahead and download the app and get this controller added to the app. And to do that, we have to download that from the App Store and then go ahead and create our own Imalaza account. Let's go ahead and get that done now. We're at the next step of our process here, and that is going to be to download the Imalaza app. So we have to go online in order to do that. So let's go ahead and get our double view going here of the phone and the GoPro. Guys, today on Supercar Street Racing, we have a new sponsor, and we want to thank the Beard Club for sending us this beard grooming kit for you guys to check out. There will be a link down in the description so you can order your own, but check out this cool beardclub.com kit. And inside of the kit right here, you can see we do have beard growing vitamins right here, and these are supposed to help your beard grow stronger. We have a nice grooming brush right here as well. And this is some beard growth oil to put on your beard. This is vitamin growth spray for your beard right here in this little spray. This is some nice beard shampoo for you right here to use on your beard. And then we do have this Beard Club Derma roller here for you to use on your beard as well. All this stuff is included in the Beard Club kit here, and we would love for you guys to go ahead and check it out. And we want to thank the Beard Club for being a new sponsor on Supercar Street Racing. There will be a link in the description. Go ahead and grab yours today and let me know what you think about the Beard Club kit. Okay, we are recording on both the phone and the GoPro now, and we are going to go ahead and get this app downloaded here. So we are in the Play Store. Let's go ahead and search for Imolaza. Imolaza is right here. Let's install it. It is going ahead and downloading the app right now. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Imolaza app. We have to create an account. We are going to be putting my name in. Okay, we have already signed up for Imolaza, as you can see here. We're gonna go ahead and click Add Controller. You gotta use Bluetooth. Allow Imolaza to access your location, but we need to plug in this guy first. And it asked me if I would allow it to use Bluetooth. I said yes. It found our controller right here. I'm gonna click it. It wants my Wi-Fi. You guys can't see this. All right, it went ahead and connected that time. Let's name it SCSR. Let's do irrigation. It is solid blue now. It wants me to put my address in. We'll skip this part for you guys. All right, so it does have my neighborhood on here now, as you guys can see. It is flashing, kind of pulsing blue. It is pulsing blue, flashing, controller activated. And you can see on the screen here, a kind of look at my address, set up zones. Now it wants us to move outside for this next part. And we need to go outside to do this part. So let's go ahead and move outside. Yum. I went ahead and set the picture here, and let's see a quick run on this to see if it actually works. We're gonna do a 5-minute run. Let's see. There is a play button, and there it goes. Our watering on zone 1. Zone 1 does work. It is cold, so we're not watering much right now. Let's go ahead and stop the zone. Let's move on over here to zone 2, get a picture, add a photo. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick run on zone 2. All we have to do is hit the play button, and there is zone 2. And we have a problem with this head right here. So we might have to call the irrigation company on that one, but zone 2 is working. Let's go ahead and stop down zone 2 and go backyard to zone 3. All right, here we go in the backyard with zone 3. Let's go ahead and open it up. Let's get our picture sorted, add a photo with camera, zone 3 for 5 minutes. Let's hit play. Let's see if all of our valves work. Looks like they're all working. That one has a little issue, but we're gonna call Millennium Irrigation before summer and get a tune-up. So that is all 3 zones functioning properly. Let's go ahead and stop this one. All right, now that we went ahead and configured all of our zones, we need to go back into the Imolaza Smart app and show you guys exactly how that works and look at some of the smart options and some of the scheduling options on the app and go ahead and configure those for you. Let's go ahead and sit down with the phone and get that checked out. All right, we're on the front page of the app right here where it does show our weather, and you can set up a schedule by going down to schedules and hitting the plus sign. And now it says let's create an optimized watering schedule for your yard. If you hit next here, it says that you can choose between a new grass schedule and a fixed schedule, or an ET Smart schedule. It is pre-selected on fixed schedule. If we go down to ET Smart schedule, let's see what it wants us to do from here and how it knows what to do for us. We're gonna turn on all of our zones and hit next. Now it wants to water everything for 21 minutes per zone due to the fact that we are in a climate that is dry. Let's go ahead and put Smart Cycle and Soak. And what this does is helps prevent runoff by breaking up your watering time. So we've got an option here to skip rain. We got an option here to skip freezing, and we've got a wind skip also. Let's go ahead and select all those. So here is the issue here. It is wintertime in Florida, and right now it is very cold, and so I don't know if it will compensate for the cold weather or not. I have to ask the manufacturer that question. For now, I'm just gonna set up 2 days. It's gonna start on the 31st and end never. It's gonna end before sunrise, and this is going to be winter. And that's as easy as pie to go ahead and set up a watering schedule. You can see there, we have our watering schedule active, and it is going to start on the 31st. I encourage you to look at this heavily for your area and customize it if you need to. I will hit the manufacturer up about the recommended days and the fact that it is winter time in Florida. So that's gonna do it from inside the app. I hope you enjoyed that part of it. And once again, if you have questions, please put them in the comments section. All right, guys, that is gonna do it for today for Supercar Street Racing. We are so happy that you guys have tuned in today. The channel is really growing immensely. We have a lot of subscribers coming in now, but we need those video views up and we need your support. Please make sure to like and subscribe and check out some of the older videos where you have time. And we wanna thank Imalaza today for being a new sponsor on the channel. You can go ahead and find a link to this in the description down below. You can order one for yourself, and let me know if you guys have any questions that you want me to ask the manufacturer. I'll go ahead and ask them for you and get an answer as soon as possible. But meanwhile, please like and subscribe to Supercar Street Racing. We need that more than anything. We need your support as a viewer, and we need you to go ahead and buy all your products through our product links down below. Thank you once again, Imalaza, for this awesome smart sprinkler controller. Oh, here they go. He got it. He got it. All right, today we got this entire frozen turkey to throw to the alligators, and I'm really curious what's going to happen when we throw this out there. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments right now. Let's do this. The first thing we got to do to get this frozen turkey out there to the alligators is get this guy unpackaged. This thing is old, so it's time to get rid of it. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to unpackage it, so I'm going to try to get this skin off of here now with it completely frozen. Let's see what I can do. We got this thing unboxed, unpackaged, whatever you want to call it. Now we got to put gloves on. It's freezing cold to get this outside and see what happens when the gators grab it. All right, we got some eggs to get the alligators interested first, and then we're going to throw a frozen turkey out there and see what happens. Now you guys saw when we threw a dead bird. We're going to find out what happens with a frozen turkey real quick. Let's do this. And we already got one coming over. Let's throw him some eggs. Oh, he's the big one too. He's hissing at me. All right, let's give him an egg. Get your egg. Here comes another one over here on this side. And we got another one coming up. We got one over here. And we got a bird. All right. And he got that one. He got the egg. He spit it out. They are not too interested in the eggs. 100% frozen turkey. Oh, he is so confused. He is so confused. He's trying to eat eggs. Oh, they're fighting. He doesn't understand it. He just cares about the eggs. He almost got it. He doesn't understand it. Okay. I think he smells it, but he can't really get it. You can see the turkey is putting some smell out into the water. Let's see if they're going to do anything. There's a turtle right next to it. Soft shell. A turtle's trying to drag it in the water. A turtle thinks he can drag it, and he almost had it. There's all kinds of turtles coming up. Fish. A turtle was dragging it into the water. Oh. Alligator got the egg. Oh, He might see it. He might see it. All right, here he comes. He got it. He got it. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, here they go. He got it. He got it. He went down to the bottom with it. He's rolling with it. Shut up. Awesome. He grabbed it and started rolling with it. That's amazing. Look, he's still going after it. Wow, crazy. He got a piece off of it. That was insane. He took it to the bottom and started rolling with it till he got a chunk off of it. And now it's just floating in the water. I'm waiting to see if they're going to grab it again. But there's fish jumping around near it. He did take it though. He's right there. Come on, get it, dude. It's right there. He took that thing and rolled with it. Let's see if he's going to do it again. Oh, here comes the other guy. Right for it. Here he comes. Yep, he got it. He's got it underwater. He's rolling with it. He's rolling with it. He's got the whole thing in his mouth. They roll around with it. I guess they're having trouble getting the meat off of it, and now he's over there with it. He's taking it to his homeland. Alright, he's got it way over there now. He took it way away from the other gator, which is right down here. And he's going to take it to his own little area where he can chomp down on it. Crazy. What a cool thing to see, them rolling with these things. Yo, this looks fly, dog. Oh my goodness. That garage. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Got the AOR day or R day or whatever it's called phone tripod, because the last one broke because it was so crappy. The minute you try to tighten up the little hinge that stops it from moving, it broke. So I'm trying not to show my address here, so bear with me while I open this package with one hand, because that's what this is actually for. I can do this stuff for you guys without having to use one hand. So let's take a look at this guy right out of the package. Got the box within a box. And it is really hard to open these things with one hand, but that's literally what this is for. Alright, so alright, well I guess that's going back now. So part of it fell on the floor right here. Looks like the part that you mount your phone to. Looks like we got a pretty hefty tripod, which a lot of people complain because this was heavy when you want to just do selfies and stuff, but like, dude, if you get a cheap one, it's not going to be light. I mean, you're going to have issues with that. I had it. Mine was like 3 ounces. It broke the second I tightened up that That right there. It couldn't handle the weight of the phone, so it immediately broke when I tried to put the phone on it. And here's the phone interface. So that screws on right here to the end of this guy. And then once that's tight, so I do mostly landscape stuff. So now the phone should be able to go, I'm just breaking everything today. Should be able to go right here somehow. I don't know how you open up this guy right here, but that needs to open up because I have a larger phone. So let me check that out and see how you do that, and I'll be right back. All right, got the tripod connected. It's pretty heavy, like a good amount of weight on this guy. And so you can see now that I'll be able to do some videos with you guys. And maybe I could probably also extend this so I can get a little bit farther out. But this is the first time I'll actually have a tripod that I can, and it's tricky because you have to look over here. If you look at the camera, it looks like you're looking away from the screen. But so this feels solid. It actually has a good amount of weight on it. So I feel comfortable like putting that out there. And it looks like, so this is in, you know, the camera's flipped around to the mode where it sees me. And I think that this will be no problem like doing, you know, I like this thing a lot. So I'm going to flip it around now and do some other stuff and see if you guys like it. It's a habit. I look to the wrong side. The camera's right here. All right, so got the nice tripod now for the videos. So this is the packaging. Came with a remote Bluetooth starter button. Don't know how that works, but got some instructions here. All right, so step 1, pairing. Turn on the remote with the power switch located at the side. The blue LED light will flicker. All right, let's see. So we're supposed to turn this guy on. Let's see. Yep, okay, now what? Turn on your phone's Bluetooth settings and connect UB size. All right, let's try that. All right, got the remote paired. So now we have 2 settings here. We got an Android. So if you have iOS, you have a different button, which is hilarious. Like you have to have an entirely different button. Let's see if it works. So we should stop in 1, 2, 3, stop. Yeah, so stop. No, but stop. All right, so I'm recording again. Here's the remote. I'm going to try to stop it. Negative. Okay, so it says step 2. I'll probably miss something. Okay, step 2. Open your phone's camera app. Press the button associated with your phone's operating system. If your camera does not respond, it may not be compatible. So I guess it's not compatible. So I guess I can't do this. A lot of people. Okay, Samsung. Go to camera settings, volume keys function, and choose record video. Open the native camera. Click the iOS button, not Android, and start the video. Click again to stop. Let's see. Okay, so that did stop it. I'm going to stop it again and try to start it. Wow. Okay, so the so the iOS button works on Android. So please tell me how that even is a thing. So there's the remote and the iOS button. 3, 2, 1. Yep. So the iOS button works on Android, which is freaking hilarious. I love it. So we do have the new remote, which I will post a link to in the description. It comes with a nice little thing here. It is beefy. I love that. Like, I'm not mad at you if you're going to produce a good product. I'm mad at you when you produce a product that's supposed to work and does not. This guy works with an S20 Ultra, which is heavy. It's holding the phone perfectly. There's absolutely no issues with this. And dude, I'm not mad at you. Good job. I'm gonna have to give this a good review. So look, so I raise up, yeah, so I move it this way, no issues. It doesn't tilt, doesn't. And I'm literally holding this by the tripod, so I'm holding it by the legs. This is, okay, some people, I guess this would be annoying, like if you're doing selfie stuff. It's a little heavy. I'd say it's a couple of pounds. But dude, I mean, work on your biceps, whatever. So, oh, this is so much better. And I'll be able to set this thing up and actually, you know, shoot myself doing products and things like that. So I think maybe tomorrow I'll be able to do a nice new video. I've got one planned, so I'll probably shoot it with that. But there's the different tripods you can get. And so you can extend this guy pretty far, 62 inches. So you can do like, you can do selfie stick. I don't think I'll ever do that. I think the maximum I need is like maybe what it is right now. I don't really do a lot of selfie stuff, and I think if I do, I think I'll set it up like a tripod and just sit back and do like a nice presentation with it. So I'm going to put a link to the description, in the description for this guy, and I hope you guys try it if you're into using your camera for video. I mean, let's take it out here. Uh-oh. We might have a Karen showing up for Motorbike Boy. But yeah, this thing is awesome. That's what it looks like in Florida at 71 degrees. There's the beamer. Nice. I'm stoked. Now today, I actually ordered a video card, finally. So I've got a video card coming for editing, which I'm really happy about because I've been struggling with my existing machine. I haven't really had a decent graphics card to do video editing, so I ordered a Quadro, and that should be here any minute. So I'm stoked about that and doing a video about that and getting that installed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Check out this tripod though, it's bomb. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we have a little update here on the SCSR studio. I worked in here literally all day today, so going on 12 hours now that I've been out here in this studio, and let me show you what I got done. So the insulation for any wall that's not touching the house is done. So that means anything that touches the outside is completely done. There's the ceiling, there's the wall, and look what I got done today. I got the outlets for the wall LEDs flush mounted and extended, they're good. I got the HDMI and the network cable for this TV pulled up, and it's good to go. I got the Echo Show 15 flush mounted into the wall. Look at that goodness right there. And I got the power for the lights all flushed in there. I got this wall done, and the TV for this wall is going right here. There's a stud right where these screws are, so that's where the TV mount is going to go. I got the network and HDMI that's going to connect to that TV pulled down there. I got everything seam taped off. Ceiling is done. I just have to seam tape this one right there, which I forgot, which I will do that tomorrow morning. And then I will start painting all this stuff black. I got the air conditioner fully enclosed, and the power cable is inside the wall, which will be a nightmare if it ever has to be replaced, but I've had my other one for 5 years, so fingers crossed we have no issues. So the next big challenge is this wall, which is a lot. There's a lot of connections here and power, and also we have to float, hang, fly, whatever it's called, fly these big huge Harbinger speakers in the corner so that they are angled down towards me. So tomorrow I'll probably work on that, getting the hooks driven into the wall and then bent this way. I have chains to hang them on. And that is it. A big day. We got a lot of stuff done. The tiles started falling down. I had to glue them back up. And this is what we're left with now. But yeah, the room is looking awesome. Don't forget to watch my live streams. Everything is on the live stream. So please tune into that every day. I am live streaming. And this wall is up, but I ran out of foam. So I think I need 4, at least, more foam pieces to get this wall done. And then I will be doing the nightmare of wiring this wall, which is going to be cray. There's power all along here. There's network there and HDMI. All the speaker wires come to there. Hopefully I marked this correctly for the side surround. If I didn't, we have issues. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy day if I get this done tomorrow. I have been in here for probably 70 hours this week. But it is looking nice and the AC is kicking. Now that the insulation is keeping all the heat out. Oh, I also have to seam seal that top right there, which I have not done. I will do that tomorrow. And yeah, alright guys, please watch the live stream. It's going right there. I have to fix our live camera, which is hanging down, but yeah. We will see you guys tomorrow. Welcome back to the channel. We're here in front of the thrift store rebuilt Mac today to explore the XTU Wi-Fi trail camera supplied to us so graciously by the manufacturer to give to you guys to test. And today we're also experimenting with shooting with the phone instead of the GoPro. And you can see the XTU trail camera sitting right here so fresh in front of you and ready to be reviewed. And the thrift store Mac doing its work behind it. Let's start looking at this right now. XTU trail camera was supplied to us by the manufacturer. They were so gracious to help us out and let you guys check this trail camera out. This is a Wi-Fi trail camera and our Mac is rebooting, and you can see right here on the box it has a 0.2 second trigger time, operates between -30 and -70C, and has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections. Now the last trail cam we reviewed did not have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections. And so this is definitely an upgrade from that. Now you can see here the model number is the SV-32YW. It has a 5 megapixel lens. Again, the trigger speed, the sensor angle is 120 degrees. And it does 2.7K, 1080p, or 720p. Photos it does, you know, up to 48 megapixels. Bluetooth wireless up to 66 feet, and it is IP66 waterproof. And on the front here, it's showing you Bambi ready to get hunted down. And it's showing you some other details down here about the HD video quality and the night vision, and there's a picture of it on the box, looking so fresh. Included with the XTU Wi-Fi trail camera, we see they give you a strap to strap it to a tree or other device. Keep in mind, this is not USB Type-C. They have not moved to that connector yet on this device, so it is the old school where the top is wider than the bottom. They give you an Allen wrench right here, assuming that is for this mount, because it looks like there's an Allen mount right there. And then you have the trail cam sitting in its glory, and it does run on AA batteries. Or underneath it, it does have a power mount right there. It can run on power full time, but you'll need a battery bank or a power adapter for it. And it does use SD cards, as you can see right here in this card slot. They gave us a 64 gigabyte SD card. How nice of them. Okay, we got the old reliable Google Pixel out right now. We're going to start recording while we download the app. And the lovely instruction manual did come with a barcode. Let's go ahead and do that. And it is going to the Trailcam app. And that is installing right now on the Google Pixel 3. And it's good to go. Let's open it up, and we have to hit agree. And at this point, we have not powered up the device, and it wants to add a device. So let's get this thing connected to power and go ahead and power it up. I went ahead and put batteries in it, and it said it is PR is preparing. Let's try to add it with the device. Camera found. Okay, it says camera waking up. It did wake up. Searching for device here on the other screen. APP connecting, app connecting. That's what it was talking about. Connect to device, connect. It wants to connect to a temporary Wi-Fi network here. It says Wi-Fi connection successful. Let's call it test cam. Save that. And it does show on the app the camera, and I guess we can actually get a picture off of that as well. All right, let's go to the next steps. This next step, we're gonna mount the trail cam to the actual tripod. Heel sat there. All right, we're back in front of the trail cam now, and you can see the menu up. You put it in test down here to access the menu, and then you can go to menu, and then that's where you can set up the work time, photo or video, the resolution of the photo and the video, the photo burst mode, the video length mode, audio recording. Let's see if audio recording is on. It is. Okay, perfect. And then there's a delay in the detection setting, a sensitivity setting, a motion filter. If we go to that, it just says on or off. And then there is a test for the motion, a fill light distance, a camera name, a Wi-Fi, date and time, date format, time format, loop recording, and formatting your memory card. You can protect it with a password, etc. But yeah, so that is a look at the menu settings there. It's all explained in the manual when you get it. I did record some audio and video for you guys. Okay, I did figure out what the deal is with the external power supply. There is a connector right there on the bottom to plug into the external power supply. They do not give you the cable though, so you do not have the capability to charge this unless you get yourself a round pinned cable to go ahead and connect to the bottom of this. The app now on the settings, and you can see that it's on the motion detection mode right now, and its detect interval is set to 30 seconds. I'm going to set it to 5. I want to record a bunch of video. And it is on photo. I'm going to change that to video and change the resolution. Actually, it's already fine. I'm going to change the length to 10 minutes here. It's on 2.7K resolution, and it should be ready to deploy. So let's get this thing on the tripod and get out there. Oh, of note, when we close this thing, we can go ahead and check the camera by clicking camera at the bottom, home, camera. And there I am right now on there, and hopefully it is recording. And now I am also recording on this phone the video from the camera so that you guys can see the quality level of Supercar Street Racing right now. So that is how it looks for me right now. Now let's go ahead and keep doing this and go ahead and mount it on the tripod. Ready to go out into the Supercar Street Racing backyard. If we can get the alligators to come over. They are sitting on the bank. It's really hard to see them because it's so bright, but let's throw some rocks in here and get him over here. And there he is, swimming straight up, and the other alligator is sitting on the bank over there. All right, I'm gonna leave that recording for a while for you guys and try to find some fish food so we can get all of the wildlife there. We are back here in the Supercar Street Racing 4K production studio on a beautiful Saturday in sunny Florida. And today, right in my hand right here, I have the XTU Wi-Fi and Bluetooth trail camera. Now this Wi-Fi and Bluetooth trail camera does run on either AA batteries, and it does take 8, or you can connect it to the AC power underneath here. I recommend if you're gonna have this thing out in the field that you just take a power bank and go ahead and get the cable to connect it from this to the power bank. And you can see right here, it does have a color LCD screen as well. And down here are the menus. And when we flip this thing to test mode here, it will fire up and you can see the menu say welcome right now. And then you can go into the menu settings and change all the settings for the video, the audio, the sensitivity, and things like that. Now, we did test this trail cam for a good 24 hours straight. We did not get a lot of clips. We did get a bunch of fish, you could see, and we got the alligators out there as well. And the video quality is pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is, after I get done editing this video, I'm gonna go ahead and put all of the video from the SD card on one timeline, go ahead and render that out, and I'm gonna put a link to that in the description of this video. That way you guys can go see the video itself raw, unedited. And some of the things I really liked about this trail cam, and it actually is, and some of the things I did like about this trail cam is it was easy to set up. And some of the things I did like about this trail cam, it was easy to set up. The app was really easy to use, and you could also stream right from the camera. The app is pretty self-explanatory, and it was super easy just to open up, throw the batteries in, get this thing going, and start making video. Now, there's going to be a link in the description of this video to go ahead and purchase this from XTU on Amazon. Please go ahead and click through my link if you'd like to buy the XTU trail cam. Now, taking a look at it now on Amazon, you can see right here, it is $69.95. And let's take a look at some of the pictures here on Amazon. It does have 2 ratings, 4 5-star reviews. And you can see right here, it does have a 2.7 sensor, and it does better than 1080p and 1440p, obviously with a better sensor. And it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. You can actually view this remotely if it is connected to Wi-Fi. It says it's got a 20-meter range when you do use the Wi-Fi connection. And it says right here, it has a 0.2 of a second trigger speed. And it has 3 PIR sensors, and it says the detection range reaches 120 degrees of field of view. The detection distance is 25 meters. It says it has great night vision. You could actually see the minnows swimming in the pond when we had the trigger last night in the middle of the night. And there was probably motion going on the whole entire night because of the fish. And right here, you can see it's IP66 waterproof. And the temperature range is -30°C to -70°C, usable in any weather. And when you see the trail cam right here, you can see why. It does clamp together like this, and right there, now it is completely waterproof. They do give you a strap on the back as well to put through here to mount it to something like a tree. And you can see that right here in the picture. And it did come with a 64 gigabyte micro SD card already inserted into the slot. And it's showing you different ways you can actually use the camera here. You can use it for home security, for hunting, for a farm, or for wildlife monitoring. And taking a look at the screen here, you can see right here, it says no memory card, but if we go ahead and slip it to the test mode, you can see the picture right there is nice quality color picture. Now, taking a look, it only has 2 reviews, but they are 5-star reviews. So let's see exactly what people said about this. It said it works great. Great camera to watch the wildlife in our backyard. Easy to set up, works great. And they did put a picture of it sitting on top of their tractor. Now back into Amazon and comparing, there are several different wildlife cameras you can buy on Amazon. If we search for trail cam, there's going to be a lot of options. But this one is tried and true. This one is $199, but it has 4G LTE. Here's one for $79, 60 megapixels, IP66, only 4-star reviews. Here's another one for $35, one for $39, one for $49. And then there's some other ones down here for you to choose from. This one even says it is 4K. I would be wary of the ones that say 4K that are this low in price, though. I doubt that they're that great. Now we are back on the Supercar Street Racing page here. And this is where we take the opportunity to ask you guys to please support the channel. Please buy all your Amazon products through any of my product links. You don't have to buy the actual product in the video description. You can buy anything you want by clicking on any of my links. And it does help the channel out greatly. It gives us a few dollars to keep going and purchasing products like this, although this was provided by the manufacturer for us to show to you. Please like and subscribe to all our videos. The videos are starting to take off and it's great for the channel. I put in a lot of work on this stuff every day. And make sure you have the bell icon clicked so that when we do publish a video, you'll see it right away. And we usually do a video per day. Guys, we gotta go. We gotta go buy a bow and arrow and go hunting. So we'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Talking.
No talking.
I don't care about the address being
Okay, go.
All right? They can say it.
All right.
I don't give a fuck that other. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
To JEA. Residential cut. If you are calling about a power outage, gound wire, street light, or other electric problem, press 1. To report a power outage or for an outage up for security purposes, only the street number of the outage location will be repeated. If the street number of the outage location is 113 5 1. Press 1. If not, press 2. Our records indicate that your service has been disconnected. A payment of $0 and 0 cents must be received to reconnect your services.
Let me call and make a payment of $0.
Press 1.
Hey guys, welcome back to Supercar Street Racing, and today we have the Marantz Cinema 70S, and we're going to be replacing this old, tired Pioneer VSX 1021. So hang out with us while we take a look at this flagship Marantz receiver. Now, about 1 year ago, we did create this nice 5.1 surround sound system in the Supercar Street Racing bedroom, and we also added this nice big Fire TV from Amazon. It has a UE error 22 showing on the screen, and for some reason the sound cuts out all the time or just gets really loud and blows you out of the bed. So we're gonna have to disconnect this and get this brand new Cinema 70S connected. So let's get this thing unboxed and see what's inside. Okay guys, we got the brand new Marantz Cinema 70S in front of us. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. Now this is the flagship, one of the flagships of the new Marantz lineup. And this is replacing the NR1711 that we have in the Supercar Street Racing Studios as the new updated model. I was a little bit too early to get this model when we built the studio. Let's get it turned around. And inside the nice packaging, very, very nice presentation. You can see already, there's a nice Marantz box on top here. There is an Odyssey mic for calibrating your sound. And then there is your power cord. And inside the box here, check out the presentation. We have the remote, the Bluetooth Wi-Fi antenna, some batteries, and a nice quick start guide. And then under that, it tells you how to use the HEOS app to listen to high resolution audio. And then there's an antenna right underneath that for FM and AM radio. Very, very nice. Once inside the box, we see this nice presentation here of the Marantz Cinema 70S. Let's go ahead and get the mic out. This is unlike any receiver I've ever unboxed before. The quality and the presentation is very high end for a $1,100 receiver. And you can see the nice wrap here of the Marantz Cinema 70S. We are gonna have to get it off the table now to get it out of the box. And it is a slimline receiver. Okay, that is all that's inside the box of the Marantz Cinema 70S. Now here's the Marantz Cinema 70S compared to the VSX 1021 from Pioneer. This Pioneer receiver did come from a thrift store a while back, and it is giving me quite a few problems. But notice how well built this Marantz looks compared to the Pioneer and how much more high-end this looks. All right, now that we have the Cinema 70S up against the Pioneer VSX 1021 here, let's go ahead and get this VSX 1021 disconnected and get this Pioneer out of here. All right, taking a look at the back of the Cinema 70S from left to right, we do see one Wi-Fi Bluetooth antenna upper left, and then we see our phono inputs. We've got our standard audio inputs here, right next to our antennas. At the top, we've got digital inputs, we've got a coaxial, and we've got an optical input. Then we've got our Ethernet input jack here. And then we've got the preamp outputs. It does have preamp outputs for all the channels, which is important if you have a high-end system. Right here, there's a remote control. And then at the top, all your inputs for HDMI, and we will be using the ARC input for ours. Now, ARC is audio return channel. This will allow us to play audio from the TV through the receiver. And then you have your speaker outputs at the bottom, front, center, surround, and surround back and surround back. And then your standard power jack and your other Bluetooth antenna. Now, I did not label these wires when I put them on the back of the Pioneer. I have enough slack where it shouldn't be a problem. All right, we got the Marantz out, we got it plugged in. We have the audio return HDMI going to the television. And so this is what it looks like here in front of me. Looks so good, so much better than the old one. And I have the remote control right here as well. And I decided to go ahead and just use Wi-Fi because I was using a power line adapter before, and it is very slow. To do anything fast, we're gonna need better network. I would like to run Ethernet to this room eventually. And here is the remote control for the Cinema 70S. All right, so we have the receiver plugged in. We have power to the remote control. Let's go ahead and power it on. It did come on, and on the front it does say Marantz here. Really cool looking display. Input. We should see the setup for this. We do. Okay, we have the setup on the screen now for the receiver. All right, now you guys can see the AV receiver setup assistant here. I'm gonna go ahead and click English. I'm gonna click next. Already got all that stuff done. Okay, is this the speaker setup? Yes, okay. No height speakers, no front, top, no that. No, I don't have Dolby Atmos. Yes, that's already connected. We're gonna play a test tone, so let's see. Set the subwoofer at 30. I do hear front left. I do hear center. I do hear front right. I do hear right surround. I do hear left surround. I do hear the sub. And we have the Odyssey calibration, and we are going to go ahead and break out the microphone for Odyssey. And there is a microphone jack on the front right here to do Odyssey setup. So go ahead and get that plugged in. Go ahead and hit next. But I'm gonna go ahead and plug in. I'm gonna plug in the Odyssey mic. It is plugged in. Connect the calibration microphone to set up. Main listening position is gonna go in the center of the bed back here. Main listening position is going to be with a pillow, just like that. And let's go back to the front. Okay, it's ready to test. Main listening position. Okay, I'm moving the mic. All right, it is done. I stopped at the third listening position. It says disconnect the microphone. Went ahead and did that. The antennas are actually already connected to the back here, and it's going to connect us to network here. Firmware. Let's go ahead and try to update the firmware. Yep, there is an update. Okay, it does say 1 minute left on the update here. And you can see the TV went into screensaver because the receiver has switched off the HDMI signal. Okay, it is not outputting audio to the subwoofer. This is what I was talking about. I need to find that setting. Okay, I did figure it out. It was set on full range. For the front speakers, I set it to crossover at 40 Hertz, and now we have subwoofer audio here on the front. And I don't know what surround sound mode we are in right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get the app opened up, and I'm going to record it when I do that. And let's find the app now. Marantz. Go ahead and open the app. Now don't forget we have 2 Marantz AVRs now. Now it's detecting. It found master bedroom and it found studio. I'm gonna select master bedroom and it is loading. Now it is on Dolby Audio, Dolby Digital plus Dolby Surround, so it's on auto. Welcome back to Supercar Street Racing. I'm Brad, you're in the 4K production studio, and we are taking a look today at the Marantz Cinema 70S, as you can see right here on your screen. And this 70S Marantz is one of the flagship Marantz models, and it is a slimline model as well. Now this receiver has 50 watts on all 7 channels. It does 4K 120 and also 8K. Now right here in the Supercar Street Racing studio, we have the old NR1711 from Marantz, which is also their slimline model. And unfortunately, I got it right before the 70S came out, so I wasn't able to pick up the new 70S. I did pick up the 70S for my bedroom, and you guys remember we did a 5.1 audio project in the bedroom